a day to honor our nation's heroes. It's Veterans Day, and this is the NBA halftime. The Cavaliers came out full steam ahead, and nice teamwork offensively, moving the ball around. What a great way to play. Andre Drummond making his presence felt early. He's picked up half a dozen points and is putting out the effort defensively as well, making his presence felt on both ends of the floor. And on the Hornets side of things, they're managing to hang around. They've looked to their bench for scoring, and it's paying big dividends. Some textbook basketball out of Gordon Hayward. He has 11 points and has been looking really good in terms of shot selection, shooting it well from the field. Some close games out there. Let's get to them. The Thunder out in Oklahoma City, currently trailing to Dallas. A lot of ground to make up for them. Not a lot of game left. Checking out what lies ahead for us. The Houston Rockets will be playing out against the Spurs in San Antonio. Divisional games, always a heated affair. 8 p.m. Eastern, that one gets started. And we'll be heading back to the court for the rest of our coverage as we go to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint. And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Talk about being on this game. Look at the numbers for Prince. 15 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
We've got Bismack Biyombo, and it's Graham into the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And here's Hayward. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Number 5 is Kevin Love.
He seemed to be locked in from the foul line all last season. Just never got off that roll he was on.
No good on the second free throw.
Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yep, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
Prince's shot is good.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
No good from Washington. The Cavaliers leading by 14. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Drummond with the jam.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous, stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
There's the pass to Washington. Carries it from three-point range. He has 5.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's the break. Graham, the pass to Washington. Rozier dishes to Graham. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss. Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Here's Prince. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Prince has got 4 points this quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Hornets trail by 15. Here's Graham. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Rozier knocked away. And they'll keep possession. To the middle. Another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And Biyombo drops them both. The Cavaliers leading by 13. And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, once again, everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. He may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now as the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Up top, Graham, headed by Prince. The shot's good from Washington. He's got 7. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. He dishes it to Love. Shoots from the right block. And Cleveland again with the bucket. Hornets trail by 13. Passes it to Washington. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
That free throw good from Washington.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Hayward, guarded by Prince. Hayward gets to Biombo. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Biombo's got 8 points.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
Here's Sexton. A three-pointer off the mark.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Reverses, and the layup is up and in. 7 points in the game.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Back to Prince. He passes to Love. Prince outside. Lets it go from deep. And yes, sir, that one drops. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
Well, and as hot as they've been, there's no need to change their offense. Just continue to play the way you're playing. You're going to get open looks.
Biombo, no luck. Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Shot by Prince. The Hornets pull it in. He feeds it to Hayward. Kicks to Graham. Here's the dish to Biombo. Good D from Love.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Sexton. It's Biombo with the rebound. Biombo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Stolen away. Only one man back on D. Here's Prince. Finish off the break. Prince has got 6 in the quarter. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
No, this is the last thing you ever want to see at a game.
You know, at this point, we can just knock on wood, say a prayer, and wish him the best.
Hornets trail by 11. Number 1. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely, here it comes. See if you can stop it.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Good job there recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And that's helped with their passing game, too, because they're getting a lot of assists by sharing the ball and moving it.
Bridges misses. The Cavaliers leading by 11. And he drops in the layup on the glass. 13 points in the game.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Number 1 with the putback. The Cavaliers shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Mark. with the lead pass. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything, they're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot. And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And what he can do with the ball in his hands borders on miraculously ridiculous sometimes. He's broken a few ankles in his day, that's for sure.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Osman covered by Martin. Here's Getson. Misses the three.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Number 1. The shot is off. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Leaps for it. And stolen by Graham. And they're on the break for the finish. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Cavaliers making a switch here. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Here's Osman. That's good.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Graham. Goes up and there's it nice and easy. Graham's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, give credit where credit is due. Terrific assist inside.
Doubled by Bridges. Now the feed to Love. There's the triple. That's good. Love's got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, he's got such a sweet three-point stroke. The way he can shoot it, forcing opposing bigs out on the perimeter and really open up the lane.
Gets it to go.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. From deep. And another three for Cleveland.
He got off to a slow start, but now he's starting to get that jumper flowing.
Outside for Martin. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Martin's got his first basket.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. Well, that's 5 baskets in a row, and they've been practically layers.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Here's Graham. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Important three to cut it to single digits. It's still within reach. They got to pick up the intensity in the final quarter.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Cavaliers lead by 8. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
NBA season blasts off. The San Antonio Spurs go up against the Phoenix Suns this Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific.
And the final period of play just about to start. Hornets trail by 8. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of catering. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland. He kicks it to Biombo. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Back to Love. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Biombo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Kicked away. Oh, and here comes Prince all alone.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Pass to Washington. Rozier. Hands it from downtown.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, wait till that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot, but if they do, I think you're right, Buck, particularly if they can convert defense into offense.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And stolen by Prince. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Pass to Love. Gets it to go. And now a 10-point Cleveland lead.
And things are going to come way too easy for him if he can get that deep post position.
I agree with you, Steve. You got to deny him the ball down there as best you can.
Graham kicks to Hayward. Rozier. And there's the pass to Washington. He's going up against Love. 5 on the clock. The shot's good from Washington.
He's been a different guy in the second half, guys. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got the chance to hear what the Cavaliers were saying to his team. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
One-on-one here. Feeds to Graham. Uses the glass to finish the way. Now just a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half. But he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Dishes it to Prince. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just one three-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Hayward. No good off the back of the rim. Cleveland leading by 4. Garland rejected by Washington. Here's Biombo, defended by Drummond. It's Drummond with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Sexton. And another miss by Cleveland. Hornets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here is Hayward, guarded by Prince. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Oh, man, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
And a good one, defensively and offensively. It's been a terrific stretch for him.
They get a hand on it. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. The pass break ends at the rim with the jam.
The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They need this one. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Hornets have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Graham dishes to Biombo. Pass to Hayward. To take the lead. Rejected by Prince. Here's Sexton. They grab their own miss. Throws up again. Garland. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The first one falls.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often that's the case for this team.
Good on both. Here are the Hornets with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Hayward passes to Biombo. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Baseline J on the way. No luck. Now Charlotte takes it the other way.
They're able to corral one there, but overall they're minus 10 for the game. Really losing the battle of the board.
Washington passes to Hayward. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. I think you can point to the rebounding differential as a big reason for the loss here today.
Partner, there's no doubt about that.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've just continued to shoot well.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
And he makes the first. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
He had to have all of those guys. That miss comes at the worst possible time.
Here's Sexton. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He's got 22.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. I mean, this is the time to attack on the interior and generate those easy opportunities.
Hornets trail by 3. He dishes it to Hayward. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Hayward's got 19 points.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Back to Prince. All alone. It's Biombo with the rebound. Hornets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. He feeds it to Hayward. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. 21 points in the game.
Every time it gets scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
And that one's good.
Boy, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
Hayward off the pick from Biombo. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Hayward's been 12 points in the second half. Roberto McGee's check in for Cleveland. .143 left in the game. The dish now to Love. Fires from deep. Hits the bucket.
Man, they are spreading the floor and letting it fly, really knocking it down from outside.
And I love that gunslinger's mentality, Steve. Playing to win as opposed to playing it safe. I call it prevent offense when you try to protect the lead. Let it fly, let it fly, let it fly.
That's his second three-point of the half and his third overall.
Love outside. Prince. Some solid defense from Biombo.
It seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
And that one's good.
He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Inside. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. That one on Love. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that ties the game up.
Well, the despite tying things up, he's still shaking his head, knowing he could have given them the lead.
46 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Sinks it.
Well, I like the way he's turned the heat up here in the fourth. I mean, that makes him an 80% shooter so far in the quarter.
Here's Washington. It's rebounded by Cleveland. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Sexton. Shot is up. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. This could be a turning point.
Kevin, critical possession here.
And now they decide to foul intentional. And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Boy, a three here would be huge.
Yeah, a chance to tie it up and make it even with the game on the line.
Here's Washington. Right between the eyes. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
A crucial basket. They needed it, and he gave it to them.
Back to Prince. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Now Hayward. Hayward off the pick from Washington. And stolen by Prince. Oh, my goodness. Oh! Count it. What a shot. And the Hornets call time here. What do you think, guys?
Well, the odds are stacked against them here. You don't have enough time to catch and shoot, so you really have to try to get an alley-oop converted or hope you draw the foul.